Today we're taking a look at these college basketball matches, which are happening on Sunday, February 5, 2023, and giving you our team picks today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comment section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comment section below. Seton Hall Pirates vs DePaul Blue Demons. The DePaul Blue Demons visit the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey on Sunday for a Big East battle against the Seton Hall Pirates. DePaul dropped to 9-14 overall and 3-9 in Big East play following its 90-76 loss to the Yukon Huskies on Tuesday. DePaul has lost each of its last 4, 7 of the last 9, and is well down the standings in the Big East. This spread was right on point when these teams met in January, as Seton Hall won by 4 points as a 4-point favorite. That line was suggesting a 10-point spread if the game was hosted by the Pirates, so this 11-point number is not too surprising. However, I think there should have been a much larger adjustment based on the way Seton Hall is playing right now. The Pirates have gone 6-1 in their last 7 games, covering the spread at a 5-1-1 clip in those contests. DePaul has only covered once in its last 5 games and is winless in its last 7 road games. Seton Hall has won 6 of the last 7 head-to-head meetings between these teams. Our team pick is Seton Hall minus 11 points. St. Joseph's Hawks vs LaSalle Explorers. The LaSalle Explorers visit Michael J. Hagan 85 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Sunday to play the St. Joseph's Hawks in an Atlantic 10 conference clash. LaSalle improved to 9-13 overall and 3-6 in A10 play, following its 75-64 victory over George Washington. Khalil Brantley was the leading scorer for LaSalle with 15 points. The victory snapped a 5-game losing streak for the Explorers. The LaSalle Explorers are struggling to win games. They have dropped 5 out of their last 6 games and only have 1 road win in conference play. The St. Joseph's Hawks are one of the hottest squads in the A10. They have won 5 out of their last 6 games. Furthermore, LaSalle is abysmal offensively. They rank 274th in adjusted defensive efficiency and are shooting a poor 41% as a team. St. Joseph's is averaging 3.3 more points per 100 possessions than LaSalle. St. Joe's is clicking in the offensive end, averaging a stellar 77 points in their last 4 games. They already beat LaSalle by double digits on the road last month, and I expect another blowout victory in the rematch. Our team pick is St. Joseph's Hawks minus 6.5 points. Richmond Spiders vs Fordham Rams. The Fordham Rams visit the Robins Center in Richmond, Virginia on Sunday to play the Richmond Spiders in an Atlantic 10 conference clash. Fordham improved to 18-4 overall and 6-3 in A10 following its 75-65 victory over St. Louis on Tuesday. Darius Quisenberry was the leading scorer for Fordham with 27 points. Fordham has won each of its last 5. The Rams have won 5 straight games and 4 of their last 5 road games. They are very good offensively, even on the road where they are averaging 72 points per game. They have taken advantage of their opportunities at the charity stripe, making over 75% of their free throws. They are very aggressive on the offensive glass, which will give them more scoring opportunities. They also cut down on their turnovers in their last 3 games and won't give the Spiders a lot of easy scoring opportunities. The Spiders usually play well defensively, but they struggled in their last 3 games, giving up more than 75 points per game, and will have a hard time slowing down the Rams in this game. The Spiders have lost 4 straight games and 2 of their last 3 home games. They aren't very good offensively, but they play better at home where they are scoring more than 70 points per game. Their rebounding hasn't been good in recent games, so don't expect them to get a lot of extra scoring opportunities against the Rams. Even though they have done a good job protecting the ball at home, the Rams are averaging more than 11 steals per game over their last 3 games and will get a lot of easy scoring opportunities off turnovers in this game. The Rams have done well defensively over their last 3 games, holding opponents under 68 points per game, so expect them to keep Richmond's offense in check. Go with Fordham to cover the spread. Michigan Wolverines vs Ohio State Buckeyes. The Ohio State Buckeyes visit Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan on Sunday for a Big Ten tussle with the Michigan Wolverines. Ohio State dropped to 11-11 overall and 3-8 in Big Ten play following its 65-60 loss to the Wisconsin Badgers. The leading scorer for Ohio State was Bryce Ensabaugh with 13 points. Ohio State has lost 3 straight and 7 of the last 8. The Buckeyes are 1-4 at TS in their last 5 and 2-8 at TS in their last 10. I don't want to trust them to cover in this spot after they played well below their talent level against Wisconsin, losing a winnable game at home as 7-point spread favorites. While the Wolverines haven't been trustworthy this season, at least they woke up against Northwestern, taking down an NCAA tournament-bound Wildcats team by double digits after getting blown out at Penn State. Michigan might not have the star power college hoops fans are accustomed to seeing in the maize and blue, but they're talented enough to defend their home court against the underwhelming Buckeyes. This likely won't be the best edition of the rivalry game, but it should be competitive for at least 3/4 of the afternoon. That said, by the time the final whistle blows, Michigan will be the school with the bragging rights. Our team pick is Michigan minus 3.5 points. Marist Red Foxes vs Canisius Golden Griffins. The Canisius Golden Griffins continue a road trip Sunday afternoon with a game in New York against the Marist Red Foxes. Canisius comes into Sunday with only 5 wins on the year, riding a 4-game losing streak following a 3-point loss against Niagara. Offensively, Canisius did shoot the ball well, making nearly 46% of their shots, but made only 66.7% from the free throw line and lost the rebounding battle, resulting in the loss. Defensively, Canisius struggled as Niagara scored 76 points and knocked down 10 long balls to score 76 total points. While I don't think this game winds up as lopsided as the first game was, I think Marist covers again. Both offenses are inefficient, but Marist has a significantly stingier defense. It showed in the first game where Marist made 7 more field goals despite having 9 fewer attempts. Canisius has also been awful away from home this season, and this is another test on the road. It may not be pretty, especially with how both teams have played in second halves lately, but Marist will wind up covering. Our team pick is Marist minus 1.5 points. Mount St. Mary's vs Quinnipiac. Sunday will feature mock action in Connecticut as the Quinnipiac Bobcats play host to the Mountaineers from Mount St. Mary's. The Mount come in with a record of just 7-16 on the season and 3-9 in conference play. Meanwhile, the Bobcats are now 17-6 overall and 8-4 in the mock. The opening tap for this matchup is scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hard to bet against the Bobcats at this point. They have won 6 straight conference games and 8 of the last 9. In addition, Quinnipiac is 8-2 coming at home coming into this matchup and still very much in the hunt for the mock regular season title. Meanwhile, Mount St. Mary's has lost 3 straight games and lost the first game to the Bobcats at home, 58-51. Quinnipiac shot just 31% from the floor and still pulled away in the second half. I don't expect the Bobcats to shoot that poorly in this one, at home against a Mount St. Mary's team that is just 4-9 on the road. Take Quinnipiac. Siena Saints vs Niagara Purple Eagles. The Niagara Purple Eagles go back on the road Sunday afternoon, 3 games above .500 on a 3-game win streak following a 3-point victory over Canisius. Defensively, Niagara had just enough, allowing only 73 points and forced 6 turnovers to get the win. Offensively, Niagara was the better team, making just over 42% of their shots and made 41.7% from beyond the arc to score 76 points, including 39 in the second half. When diving into the defensive numbers recently, there is a little bit of a difference as Niagara is allowing 64.6 points in their last 5 games, while Siena is giving up just 59.7 points in their previous 3 games. There is a massive difference in terms of total rebounds, as the Purple Eagles are all the way down at 354th in college basketball, with 29.5 total rebounds per game, while the Saints are 171st in the nation, with 34.7 total rebounds per game heading into this matchup. All in all, go with the Siena Saints to cover the spread as the overall better program in this matchup. Our team pick is Siena Saints minus 7.5 points. Southern Illinois Salukis vs Missouri State Bears. The Missouri State Bears go back on the road Sunday to Illinois for a game against the Southern Illinois Salukis. Missouri State comes into Sunday one game above .500 after winning 3 of the last 5, including a 9-point overtime victory against Valparaiso in their last game. Defensively, Missouri State was the better team, allowing only 67 points on 41.5% shooting and forced 13 total turnovers. Offensively, Missouri State shot the ball extremely well, making 47.4% of their shots and knocked down 7 long balls, who scored 76 points in 40 minutes. Southern Illinois defeated Missouri State 61-57 on January 21 in the first meeting between the two and covered the spread as 2.5-point road underdogs. Southern Illinois has one of the nation's best defenses, allowing an average of 61.2 points and 41.6% shooting, and will face a Missouri State offense that is scoring an average of only 66.2 points per game while shooting just 43.5%, which is 250th in the nation. Missouri State has failed to cover the spread in each of its last 4 and in 6 of the last 8, which includes its 4-point loss to Southern Illinois. Although Southern Illinois has had its problems of late covering the spread with 3 consecutive loss ATS, the Salukis prior to that covered the spread in 5 of the previous 7. Our team pick is Southern Illinois Salukis minus 5.5 points. Manhattan Jaspers vs Rider Broncs. The Rider Broncs end a short 1-game homestand Sunday afternoon with a game in Riverdale, New York against the Manhattan Jaspers. Rider comes into Sunday riding a long win streak 3 games above .500, following a 21-point victory against St. Peter's. Defensively, Rider controlled the game, allowing only 61 points and forced 12 turnovers, leading to the double-digit blowout. Offensively, Rider was by far the better team, making 54.2% of their shots and 66.7% from beyond the arc, leading to 82 total points after a 46-point first half. The Broncs are a dangerous team, just as they showed on Friday versus St. Peter's. They'll be in the mock race until the end, barring any major setbacks. Rider is my pick to win Sunday's game straight up, but will it cover the spread as well? The Jaspers also picked up a momentous win on Friday evening, taking down first-place Siena in overtime. It took all they had to rally and hold off the Saints, but it was a stirring victory, nonetheless. Keeping that momentum in Sunday's matchup versus Rider will not be challenging in the opening minutes, but can Manhattan sustain it throughout the afternoon? I'll take the Jaspers ATS in this game. While I believe Rider will win the game, they won't cover as spread favorites against a feisty Manhattan team that 6-1 ATS in its past 7 overall. The Jaspers will win outright if they can control the glass, but taking the points is the safe bet in this game.